Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Eloho and you're watching Affinity TV. We're at the top of a new year and I'm super excited for all great things to come in 2017. I'm looking forward to talented new artists, new music, new trends, live performances, and of course, lituations. All of today's guests are super talented, new and re-emerging artists that should definitely be on your radar in 2017. Speaking of new artists, I got a chance to link up with a talented group of girls. Megan Nicole, JL, Bobby, and Ariel are Good Girl, a new R&B group hailing from the city of brotherly love, Philly, Philly. These girls have been creating music together since 2014, but their popularity skyrocketed after appearing on season 11 of America's Got Talent. That national television platform, hard work, dedication, and amazing voices managed to secure these girls a record deal with Warner Music Group. This new girl group is gonna generate a lot of buzz in 2017, and I got the chance to chat with these girls live in Brooklyn. Check it out. Hi guys, I'm here with Affinity TV. I am in Brooklyn with the girl group Good Girl. They look amazing. Can you guys introduce yourself?
Hi, like she said, we are Good Girl. I go by JL Bunny.
I'm Megan Nicole.
Hey y'all, it's Bobby. And it's your girl Ariel.
Awesome. So how did you guys come up with the name Good Girl?
Well, actually, it was kind of something that we birthed on stage. It was our first performance, and we were performing together in Philly at the TLA. Actually, no, I lied.
Underground Arts.
And we were praying backstage, about to get ready, and the announcer said, Good Girl, and we were like, oh shoot, that's us. And it stuck.
You guys are from Philly, representing Philly. So do you have anyone in Philly that you just feel like they represent Philly and there's someone who just like, we want to be like them and they're from Philly too, they're from our hometown?
Oh my goodness. Jasmine Sullivan.
Jill Scott represents for Philly so crazy. Right along, music soul child.
Yeah.
Voice to Men.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
And you guys eat Philly cheesesteak?
Yeah. But you gotta
My
get it from
favorite
the right
is Ishka
place.
Bibbles.
Where'd you get it from?
Ishka Bibbles is my favorite.
I am not a fan of Ishka Bibbles.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you,
Ishka Bibbles.
I will eat anything, but I'm saying the best places are like the little lunch trucks that you find in the hood on the side of the street. Those are the places you want to go.
Awesome. So how do you guys feel about being kind of like the first girl group to come out like in this millennium? Like there's no girl groups right now. Like what's up with that? How do you guys feel about that?
I mean, I think we're ready to take the torch and run with it. You know, like we've been waiting and we've been working hard for the past 3 years to, you know, grind and make it happen. So I think we're
And I
ready.
think this is the time for it. I think there's a lane. I think there's a space for all different types of things, but specifically for girl groups, guy groups, black groups. You know what I'm saying? Like black music, like all that kind of stuff. So we're really excited to show and prove.
Behind y'all. Y'all gonna make it. Y'all gonna make it because we got y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, congratulations on getting signed. That's amazing. Congratulations. What was that process like?
Wow.
It was the same as the audition process.
Yeah.
For real.
Oh my God. This is like Black Girl Magic, basically, is what you're saying.
Pretty much.
Oh my God. Congratulations.
Honestly, and God, like people, we always step over it sometimes, and I feel like we gotta just be thankful for what we have. We're so blessed to have each other and have the opportunities we have, so we can't play with it.
How would you describe each other's personality? Because you guys got different hair. Like, does your hair match your personality? Like, what? She's crazy smart.
I don't really know what mine is, but yours is sassy.
She's she's edgy. She's cool,
edgy.
which is that's why it's
cool. Thank you.
Yes.
That's it.
And she brings like the passion within the group. This is like
Fiery,
What's your
spicy.
sign?
I'm a Leo.
Leo. Yeah.
and I'm spicy. I'm also sweet, so it's a combination of the two. But I like to be fiery. Like I'm very protective.
She's a lot of fire.
I'm a Sagittarius. Yes.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm just real laid back. I'm a Gemini. I could be crazy.
Oh, she's chill.
have different sides.
I feel like it's an energy thing. So if I'm like, oh no, she's gonna be like, oh no, like, yeah.
And she has two different sides. She's a Gemini, so that's.
There's more, but yeah, two. We'll stick
What's
with
your
two.
sign? I'm sorry, I didn't get you.
Pisces.
Oh my God, I'm a Pisces. What's your birthday? What's your birthday?
March 1st.
I'm March 11th. So who was the force behind the group coming together? How did you guys originate? Did you guys meet like as kids? Was it like, how did you guys meet?
we went to school together at the University of Maryland, so we met dancing. And they met in New York City singing. I'm sorry.
That juice is good, by the way. That is so freaking bomb.
Yeah, it's so good. And then we met,
and then you two met.
they met, and then we met in Maryland singing and dancing too. So we all just met performing. And we did a show, like you said, 90s Kind of Love in Philly. Deshaun Penn asked us to all perform together, not as an official group, but just like to do girl group songs like TLC, In Vogue, and stuff like that. And the audience was like, y'all need to do this, for real. So we sat down, we were like, okay, like we're gonna all come together and really make this happen. So it's been 3 years, which is crazy to me.
Thank you.
What are some pros and cons to social media success?
People are always paying attention. I think
That's also a
it's a good and bad thing because we are really open, so a lot of the times we just like to say whatever's on our minds and do anything because we're silly people, and collectively
That's why
half
I
the
always say
time
we can't have a reality show because we say too much.
yeah, like half the time when we're together, like we're not even really paying attention to the things that we're saying, but sometimes it's like, okay, a little too much. Yeah, so sometimes people, I'm sorry.
But we have a lot of fan pages. Shout out to the Goody Gang. And they, yes.
All the slay pages.
They snatch up everything. Like, we'll put anything up on Snapchat, like no makeup, looking crazy in the bed, and they'll take it and put it on Instagram.
Like this generation loves that. Like this generation loves being connected to you. Like, oh my God, they're famous, but I have her on Snapchat. I can see her with no makeup on. You know what I mean? So
It's definitely a positive. It's a great, really close connection to your fans and to your support. So that's bomb about social media. There's always going to be pressure. It's definitely a rolling process. So one thing's done, then you got to do the next thing. You got to do the next thing. But I think that we're just up to the challenge. It's about drive and about
at this point
stamina.
we're used to kind of just keeping up with ourselves. That's kind of what the goal is all the time, is just make sure that we're doing better than the last thing. So America's Got Talent was just a small idea of what we're going to be bringing to this industry. So
Now that we're with Warner, we can
So you guys, you were shouting out some pages. Can you tell us how we can follow you and how we can hear some of your music? Where can we find you guys?
Well, you can follow us on anything like Twitter
Facebook,
Instagram.
Or SoundCloud.
at We Are Good Girl. That's
WEAREGOODGirl.
Thank you, ladies, so much. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you so much.
What's up, y'all? We are Good Girl, and you're watching Affinity TV.
Such a talented group of girls with great energy and beautiful voices. Good Girl will definitely be able to fill the void for a successful R&B girl group. To stay updated on all things Good Girl, check out their website, www.wearegoodgirl.com. Good luck and congratulations to Good Girl. Maya Milan is a talented emerging singer and songwriter from Maryland. Shout out to the DMV area. She released her first single, So What's Up, in 2014 and has been consistently writing, recording, and performing ever since. Opening up for artists such as K. Michelle, J. Cole, Big Sean, and also performing on the legendary SOB stage here in New York City. After 2 years of grinding as an independent artist, she released her debut EP entitled 1111. Hey, what's up, everyone? You're watching Affinity TV. I am Eloho, and we have Maya Milan here today.
Yes,
Hi, Maya. Serving purple hair, unicorn realness. I absolutely love it. Thank you for joining us here today. You look wonderful.
Thank you, so do you.
So if you can think back to your earliest memory, can you tell us, how did the inspiration come up to become a singer, to become an artist?
Well, it all started in my 6th grade talent show. I went to Lake Arbor Elementary.
Nice.
It's this little school in like Largo, Maryland. And I sang If I Ain't Got You by Alicia Keys.
Yes.
And I was just surprised that everybody liked it. And then I was just like, okay, well, maybe I can actually sing. Like, I should keep this going. And then from there, you know, If I Ain't Got You was just my ultimate talent
Favorite
show
song.
and I just kept performing it. I almost like toured it in a sense.
Oh,
and
wow.
from there on out, I was just like, I have to do this forever.
So you were known as the little girl who could sing Alicia Keys.
My whole life, yes. And Whitney. I
That's
used to
awesome.
sing The Greatest
Aw.
Love of All the
Oh
time.
my gosh. So is individuality important for you as far as the creative process, as far as writing and singing? How important is individuality to you?
It's super important because we already have so much of the same thing.
Right.
So when I'm creating, I push myself to not listen to anyone else. Unless you're a great or a legend, but anyone who's like in the same boat as me, or just, I tune everything out.
I love that.
I think it's very important because we have so many mock versions of everything that, being different is like a breath of fresh air.
Right.
I just take from my experiences and the people who I know, their experiences, and I try to make it as authentic as possible. I really try to come up with different concepts when it comes to songs. I really try to push myself to be creative just because I want to keep people guessing and leave them intrigued.
Nice.
You know?
If you could pick one word to describe your style.
Soulful.
Ooh, she got soul.
Yeah, I got a lot of soul. Okay?
She got soul.
But then it's like a cute twist. It's not even like heavy soul.
Right. It's not like
it's like a millennial soul.
A unicorn vibe. How will Maya Milan contribute to, getting R&B back into, back on radio, back taking over social media? How will you contribute to that?
Well, honestly, I'm just gonna make sure that all of my music has a message. I feel like what sets me apart from a lot of other artists is the fact that I'm willing to talk about real things. I don't really have that many club songs, especially on my project. My project almost tells a story in a sense.
Nice.
So I'm gonna contribute to that rebirth by being genuine, by making sure that when you listen to my records, you're gonna learn something, you're gonna feel something. Something is gonna evict some type of...
I absolutely felt something listening to your music. What does 1111 mean? And why is that the name of your EP?
Okay, well, before 1111 even had a name, I spent 5 years recording the project, just recording for an EP period to find out my sound. I was working with a whole other production team, and we decided to go our separate ways. You know, it happens.
Right.
So from there, I decided to switch the direction of all of my music, and right when I was doing that, I kept saying 1111.
Wow.
And I'm like, what does this mean? You know, I'm on my own, I'm working solo, I'm trying to find people to work with. What does this mean? So I Googled it, and it was saying it was an angel number. And I'm a very spiritual person. I believe in God, you know, I believe in signs. And it was just saying everything that you're thinking about is gonna manifest.
Wow,
so me
amen.
thinking negative and me thinking like, you know, the world is over now that I don't have people to work with, or not even that, but just, you know, that comfort is gone. I was just thinking the worst. But it inspired me to keep it pushing, keep it positive, and know that that's just God sending me a reminder that everything's gonna be okay. So the EP just illustrates that story, like that timeline. I'm literally telling the story of, you know, the breakup, the end, you know, all of that. And then of course some fun tracks are infused in there. But, you know, it just tells that story of just growth.
Nice. What is some great advice that maybe someone that you look up to, or someone in your family, what's the best advice someone has given you for your journey as an artist?
Okay. It was 2014.
Oh, she knows the year, honey.
Yes, because I was at the Blitz Showcase. I was volunteering. I really wanted to perform there, but I was volunteering.
Right.
And I got the opportunity to sing for Usher. So I sang for Usher. And I'm like, you know, think I'm gonna make it. I'm like, yep, he's about to sign me like he did Justin Bieber. Yep, it's about to be lit. And he literally, I was finished my song, and he was like, you know, Maya, I really see your potential, but I want you to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Like, he could tell I rushed it. I was super nervous. My nerves got the best of me.
Of course. They should let you go twice.
Usher, so it's just like, what? Like, I mean, I thought I did good, but it's just like, you know, it probably wasn't good enough.
Of course,
maybe, you know? So he just told me, like, you really do have potential. Keep working on you. Keep developing your art. And when you're ready, that's it. So it was just like, okay, I'm about to keep preparing myself.
So when you get ready, stay ready.
Yeah, you just gotta stay ready.
You taking that advice too, Ash.
Gotta stay ready. So, honestly, my strategy is just to keep living life, because the more I live and people grow with me, like my audience is gonna grow and evolve with me. So I'm gonna genuinely have fans because people are gonna know me through my music. So my strategy is just to stay as humble as possible, make sure I have the dopest song topics, and I'm really pushing myself, and the audience will come because you can't deny like great music. Ultimately, I just want to make timeless music, and that's what I'm gonna continue to strive for and to do, and I can't wait to work with dope people in the future.
Yes. What can we expect from Maya Milan in 2017?
Well, by the end of
honey?
2017, I'm going to be, you know, it's like, no, you can just expect,
Yes,
you can just expect more shows. Definitely, I'll be performing my entire EP this whole year.
Where, when? We need deets. We need deets.
My PR and I were still setting up all the shows, and I do have some potential opportunities coming up. Nothing solid, but it is coming.
Where do you see Maya Milan in the next 5 years?
Okay, well, I definitely see myself with a couple placements under my belt.
Contracts.
A few, you know, situations trying to pick which label I'm gonna be at.
Oh my God, they're all fighting over you. Maya, who do you want?
But really, not even a label. I just see myself like Grammy nominated.
Ooh,
like I'm really gonna reach for the stars because that's my lifelong dream. I really want a Grammy, and I'm gonna work hard to get one. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, a nomination will be in the
They don't think she won a Grammy. They don't think she won a Grammy. So where can fans stay updated and stay connected to you?
Okay, well, everyone can stay connected to me on mayamilan.com. My social media is on there, videos, my EP, everything is on mayamilan.com.
Well, thank you so much, Maya, for being here. Much success to you in 2017.
Thank you.
Till next time. Bye, babe.
It was so great being with you. What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Maya Milan, and you're watching Affinity TV.
Maya Milan is a name and face you will not forget in 2017. Be sure to check her out on her website at mayamilan.com. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I love a great comeback. And this new artist was well worth the wait, trust me. Not only did I have the pleasure of catching up with her, I got the chance to hear some of her amazing music from her new upcoming EP. Singer, songwriter, pianist, and Grammy-nominated artist, Karina Pasian is gearing up for a highly anticipated 2017 return. And I'm definitely here for it. Special thanks to SX Liquors for having me attend the Harlem Revive R&B night to experience an incredible acoustic performance by Karina Pasian herself.
Step by step, don't rush the ride. I'm taking notes on what you provide. Let's do it all night, then press rewind. I'll be a student if you'll be my teacher. I wanna learn all the ways I can please you right.
How important would you say it is to staying authentic to your style and who you are?
Oh, I think it's like the most important, actually. Yeah, because I think for the majority of my career, or the beginning of my career, when I look back, I don't really see the authenticity that I see now, where I feel a lot more connected. And although it was truly me back in the day, I think now I see the importance of it. And when I go on stage and all of my music and everything, it's more about the feeling to me and not like entertaining people, or that it's about just staying true to who I am. And I think that's what music is about. Definitely.
It's expressing yourself. So do you have any new music coming out, any upcoming shows?
I do. I have an EP that I'm releasing. Thank you. Not yet, yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, I don't have it yet, but it's coming out within the next couple months. And it's an acoustic EP. So it's songs kind of that I've collected over the years that are really dear to me.
So what has been the best advice that you've received thus far about sustaining longevity in the music career?
I'd say just really staying focused on what you're doing and not allowing other people to distract you and kind of get in your head, and even what other people in your same career field are doing. You know, like trying to copy or doing what's hot, or it's all about what comes true to you and what is inside of you, and not trying to be like someone else. So I think that to me was the best that I've gotten.
Did your parents give you that advice? That sounds like mom and dad advice. Stay true to you, Karina.
A lot of people actually have given me, so.
So over the past 8 years, how has your development prepared you for the next phase in your career? Like, how has your past prepared you for your future?
Oh man, I mean, I learned so much being in the studio like every day and being around so many talented, amazing writers and musicians and just people in the industry that I just got to witness so much, and I just soaked everything in, and then also to take a step back from it and have that time to really process it all and grow and just take it all in and then like use what I've learned. So it's definitely, I think that part is just as important as learning it. So I think, you know, those 8 years, it's crucial to me coming back now with what I'm gonna release.
Well, I'm glad you came back. The world is glad you came back. So during that time, was there ever a time where you kind of felt discouraged and you felt like, maybe music is not for me? And if so, what got you kind of like back in motion?
Oh yeah, I go through that a lot, and I did have a big chunk of my life where I kind of quit. I just was like over it, and I didn't even want to look at the piano. Like I was just done with it. And but the thing that I noticed, I'm a really like firm believer in signs from God and the universe, and I just saw the signs. Like even though I saw the signs, and it opened up. Perfect song. They should be playing it right now. Yes, it did. So I just I paid attention to all the signs, and even when I tried to get away from the path, I was just like steered back on it. So I think stepping away from it again really gave me perspective as to how my life was without it, and also just realizing that there was just no other path for me.
That's amazing. Okay, so can you tell everyone how we can find you? Do you have a website?
I do. It's still kind of under construction, but you can go on there. It's Karina.com, and Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat are all just my name, Karina Pasian, Pasian, and Facebook, yeah, all of it, same thing.
Keep it consistent. You gotta keep it consistent, Mo. That's good marketing.
Hi, I'm Karina Pasian, and you're watching Affinity TV.
Karina's upcoming EP will include tracks performed such as Teacher, Torn Heart, and Masterpiece. Be sure to follow Karina on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Karina Pasian for updates on the release. One of my favorite models is dance to the beat of your own drum. As a creative myself, authenticity is important, and people appreciate it. You never know where being your true authentic self can lead you, and most of the time, it leads you to great opportunities. Our next guest can definitely relate to that. She started dancing as a child at local block parties, talent shows, and Harlem. Staying true to her passion from childhood and dancing to the beat of her own drum led her to a plethora of professional dance jobs, several music videos, and 3 world tours with Beyonce. That's only a few of the accomplishments Dnay Baptiste, aka Dnay B, this Harlem girl next door, has a lot much more to come. How did dance become something that you were passionate about and something that you knew, dang, I'm kind of good, maybe I should move further?
Well, I knew from birth.
Ooh, yes, honey, she came out the womb like Millie Rock on every block.
Literally, like I came out the womb.
Whoa.
Okay, this is the only thing I want to do. Like I just knew that performance was gonna be my life from a little girl. It's all I knew. My family, my sister was my first dance teacher. We used to dance at like all the block parties. My mom was like the secretary of the Tenants Association. So she always like organized all the events in the neighborhood. And she had an after school program. So me and my friends and I were the entertainment for
everything.
All the events. For
Christmas,
everything.
School.
But I was in this dance group coming up that I joined when I was in 9th grade called Untouchable Shorties. And we were the team. Like,
we were the team.
we were.
There was no other.
No. I mean, there were other teams. They were cool.
But they weren't y'all though.
They weren't taking grand prize at all the talent shows. We were dancing in all 5 boroughs, doing every talent show we could get our hands on, and we were just like so committed, rehearsing in the parks, rehearsing on the side of the church, wherever there was an outlet, rehearsing in the hallways in the projects, in Douglas projects.
Yes.
Like just getting it wherever
Dance
we
was
could.
life.
My whole life. My whole life.
So you never thought of being anything else? You never thought like, well, if dancing doesn't work, I want to do this. No, it was just always
dance. Every yearbook, 5th grade, 8th grade, 12th grade. What do you want to do? I want to be a dancer.
So how do you feel like being an inner city dancer prepared you for the professional world?
Because we were from like streets, I always say, because that's what they call it. We're like raw talent, you know. It just gave us a different edge. It gives me a different edge. I'm not technically trained. I do not do ballet. I do not do modern. I do not do jazz. I do not do tap. I mean, growing up, we did like African, we did dancehall, and we did like hip hop. My dance workshops are called Dnay B's Block Party. And I just like to have a good time. I tell people you do not have to be perfect. You are here to really just dance and have a good time. Like, just express yourself. Like, just, you don't have to do it exactly like me. If you see a step and you don't like it, change it. But then just catch on the next step, you know?
Right.
I just want people to really have fun. And I do that in rehearsals. Like, I have a very good time. Like, when I'm working professionally, people be like, Dnay, you're so silly. No, I'm having a good time while I'm working. I can't be in here all stressed out because I will never get the choreography. I typically try to use music from Harlem.
Harlem girls at heart.
I
Dang.
really am. I support the Ron Browns.
Yes.
And I support them. Like, I really do. Like, I try to use New York Harlem-based artists whenever I teach.
Nice.
Yeah.
Keeping it from home.
I do. All day.
Hey, girl.
Yes, but I'm dancing like literally everywhere, at restaurants, at the club, in my house, at the show, in rehearsal, on the train. Yes.
So what is your all-time favorite routine and why?
Okay, my favorite video that I've ever done, hands down, would be Beyonce's Grown Woman. Ding, 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 ding. This is my favorite. The beat was so fresh. The choreography was fresh. Like, it was just so amazing to me. Because, you know, I'm Antiguan. It was the Afro-Caribbean beat. And, like, they were, you know, moving different parts of the body that people haven't been moving in a while.
Right.
You know, gyrating, as my grandmother would call it. It was just like, this is heaven. I'm so happy I'm a part of this.
So what has been the greatest moment? Like, you just had to take a moment and be like, wow, like, oh my God. What has been the greatest moment of your professional career so far?
I think doing the Super Bowl 2013 with Beyonce.
Girl, I was watching that, girl. I was rooting for you.
That process was so incredible. And at the time of doing Super Bowl, I was actually working in a public school in the Bronx at PS4. So I had to take off time to actually go to New Orleans and do the show. But I actually I was chosen to do Baby Boy with her, that breakdown, and it was just me and another brownie.
Yes, honey.
Brown skin bandit.
Yes.
And that was like incredible. And originally the vision for it was to have 2 girls that were Beyonce's complexion, and so it would look like 3 Beyoncés doing it. But I guess the energy
wasn't there for them, honey.
It was a different type of energy, and we were like, honestly, like battling, like going back and forth.
Wow.
And when me and my
fellow
partner would do it, everybody would be like, ah, like screaming, and that joy was like something. It wasn't happiness; it was joy. You know,
Wow.
It was like on a whole nother level, and we actually ended up doing it in the Super Bowl.
That's amazing, and that was an amazing performance.
Oh my gosh.
That was like groundbreaking.
Oh my gosh. Didn't hit me until right before the performance, so my makeup was like running and smudged.
Oh my God.
I stepped one foot on the turf and I was like,
oh my God. I should have did 2 hours of prayer.
Like, it was so incredible.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Congrats on that. So with your platform and your accomplishments, what advice would you give other dancers that maybe come from the same background as you?
I would just tell them to be honest with themselves. Don't think no is your final answer, because you're never gonna, I mean, you might hear yes, but 10 times out of 10, you're gonna hear a bunch of no's first. And that's not gonna determine, you know, who you are or where your career can go. Because I heard plenty of no's, like plenty, but my faith never wavered. Like, I was like, no, this is what I want to do, and it can happen for you too, you know. Your possibilities are infinite, literally. It's not cliche. Like, don't think people just say it just because it was on a card or because it was a Snapple fact. Like, it's real. You know, God is real. Keep your faith and just know that it can happen for you, you know. But definitely go out, take class, do research, figure out your look, because that is so important.
It is important.
It's very important.
It is important.
But it took me a while to figure out my look. And I didn't choose this look. It was chosen for me, and I just happened to like it. Yeah, it just kind of worked out for me. But it took me a long time. I was the bob girl, the bangs girl, the long hair girl, the short hair girl, afro girl, curly hair girl. I was that person, and people would be like, you always look different. Like, ooh, that's you today? Like,
oh my God, that's me.
That was me. Like, literally.
Oh my God.
So that's why I can offer that advice, because that was me, and I have been in this industry for about a little over 10 years now. So thank you. I just stay true to me because I know who I am on the inside. Right. And I'm not determined by my hair. I'm not determined by my makeup. I'm not determined by my eyelashes. Like, I'm determined by what's on the inside and what's up here, and my faith in God. Like, it keeps me, like, and my friends definitely will check me. And my family will check me if I slip up.
Oh yeah.
How
do they check you? Like, all right, Dnay, calm down.
Then they be like, what you thought?
Calm down, Dnay. Who you?
Yeah, they give me the look.
Think you are?
They give me the tap, like,
bring it down. we ain't in LA, we in Harlem.
Baby girl, you don't got a lake in your backyard. You still got to stoop, all right? And I'd be like, okay, you're right. Let's go to the chicken spot. Get a slice for $1.50.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yeah.
So as an urban dancer, coming from an urban background, do you feel like urban dance receives the respect that it should have in kind of like the professional industry?
I think it took some time, but I think with the transition in music, it's definitely getting the respect it deserves now. You know, it took some time. It was definitely like underground, and people weren't like so privy to it, but I think now in 2017, people are like,
right,
nay,
yeah,
dabbing. Everybody
got a music
strong Harlem Shake. Like, everybody, like the world. Like, I can go anywhere and teach my classes. I literally be like, tone wop. People be like, oh, that's from Harlem. I'd be like, yep.
Yeah,
everywhere, everywhere, from Atlanta to Dublin.
Wow. Okay, Dnay, so how can we stay connected to you? Tell us what your website, your Twitter, where can we find you? Where can we sign up for classes?
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and find me on Facebook by using Dnay B is me, DNAYBISME. And then you can go to my website, www.therealdnayb.com, and, you know, check out my bio, my photos, videos. Have a song on there.
I was gonna say that. I was waiting for you to say it. I'm like, wait a minute, because I read you sing too.
That little record on there.
Okay, I heard that.
Jam out, press play, while you reading. And then at the bottom, if you can't remember Dnay B is me, you can just always click the Twitter thing or Facebook or Instagram.
I'm Dnay B, and you're watching Affinity TV.
When Dnay isn't working on tour or traveling for work, she holds dance workshops in Harlem. You can find out more details by following her on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Dnay B is me. And also be sure to check out her new website at therealdnayb.com. I hope you all enjoyed today's guest just as much as I did. We'll be back next episode with more talent and surprises. If you're interested in learning more about any of our guests, be sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Affinity Media TV. Follow me as well at Iam_Iloho. Also visit us at www.affinitymedia.tv. I'm your host, Iloho, and as always, it's been a pleasure. Until next time.